Okay, in this segment, we're going to continue with our farming. Some of these next two segments are about specific items, killing specific bosses, collecting runes, things along those lines, as well as showing some other ways to kill bosses so that you are better prepared when you go up against Margit for the first time. Now, if you'll remember, we did get a sacred tear in that church, so let's go ahead and increase our amount replenished. We also are going to be getting, in the next segment, we're going to be getting another golden seed to increase our flask to, right now it's 6, that'll get us to 7. Alright, so we're going to be going back to the Weeping Peninsula, and we'll start from south of the Lookout Tower. The first place that we're going to be going is up here, which is the Church of Pilgrimage. We'll then go here to a minor Erd tree, which is got a boss fight. After that, I'll show you the Tombs Ward ruins and talk about a bow that is optional. I'll make you aware of it, but I'm not going to get it myself. And then all the way down here, there's some farming, and there's another merchant that's worth talking about. So that's going to be, and then lastly in the segment, we'll go back all the way up here for one quick trip. And actually, it is right, trying to get the mouse to, right there, where we will get our first talisman. And I believe it's, for a samurai, the only talisman worth having at the beginning of the game. Alright, so let's go south of the Lookout Tower. Uh-oh. Oh, actually, that's right. South of the Lookout Tower does not work. You actually cannot get there along the roadway all the way up to the pilgrimage. The best way to get there is... Actually, yes you can. Yes you can. We just have to go back across the bridge. That's all. But this time, instead of going down, we're going to go that way. They're not bad from a runes perspective, so worth killing them. And now at +6, doesn't take much. And you might as well learn how to deal with them anyway, because we're going to have to deal with them before taking on the boss in front of the Erd tree. If you are wanting to get any poison, either create poison arrows, which there's a specific cookbook for, or you're looking to get the buff to help prevent poison, then you might want to go down there and kill those poison blossoms, because they will provide drops. Just be aware that the big one can take a little bit, and you're going to have to kind of go in and out. So, Church of Pilgrimage is right up here. Oh, at night there is jellyfish. I didn't realize that. Blood grease. Alright, I'm going to take care of these guys. Now, with skeletons, you have to kill them twice, or they're going to come back once. That was the reason why I did that. But the whole point of coming here is the Church of Pilgrimage. So that we could get another sacred tier. Nice farming location also for golden centipedes if you should need them for, I don't know, some kind of art, some kind of crafting. I'm guessing maybe something lightning oriented? Okay, how many arrows do I have? 49. Okay, I need to buy some arrows first. Let me go back to the Church of Ella. Make sure that I have some more. Because the Erd Tree boss, we are going to fight on horseback with bow and arrow.
Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
And let's see, here we go. Actually, you know what?
Goodbye for now.
Let me pop a few runes so that I can buy that cookbook that I know I want. Okay.
What is it?
Alright, so this is the one? Yeah, bow and arrow. Yeah, this is the one. So we'll buy that. And then arrows.
Goodbye.
Okay. And then to make it a little bit easier on myself, I'm going to go ahead and move it to daytime. Okay. Alright. Back on the horse. Now, as I mentioned, there are going to be guys out in front. We're going to be heading to that big tree. There's a boss right in front of that big tree. But there are also enemies that are supposed to be protecting the boss on our way there. So let's make sure to clear them out. Oops. That was a waste of an arrow. Oh, crap. Perfect time to... There we go. Perfect time to heal the little horsey. I don't remember if there are any more. I think there are more surrounding the boss. Oh, here's one. Yeah, so there's the boss right there. And as I said, we're going to deal with him via horseback and archery. And I want to clear around the tree first, because it can take the fight can take a lot of area. Okay. Oop. That particular scarab will refill your health flasks. So So should you run into issues during the fight, I don't find this particular boss all that hard once I don't anymore. Now that I have learned to do it via archery. Oh, and okay. And that right there is the primary reason for me doing this via archery. The problem, though, is you have to be facing them. Uh-oh. Nope, I'm dead. I'm dead. Boy, did I mess that up. Oh, come on. This is actually pretty decent RNG, to be honest. The last time I fought this, or when I was doing the testing yesterday, I got nothing but the lightning sparks. And actually, I'm not sure that they're lightning. It might be holy. I'm not sure what the damage is. I'm not doing great damage, but I'm not doing bad damage either. Even at +3, I do wish I was doing a little bit better damage. I'm sure a lot of people would prefer to do this via Warfrost Stomp down on the ground. I get nervous with some of the bigger bosses, especially early in the game, because they can do so much damage. And those lightning sparks, holy sparks, whatever they are, they're a lot harder to dodge when you're on foot. They're also a lot harder to see how many there are. Alright, that was a little close. Almost there. Yep, that was bad. I got too close. Brian. There we go. So the whole reasoning for killing this boss is what they drop. They drop special tears that can only be used in a very specific flask that we're going to get in the next segment. And that also is going to help us leading into that first boss fight. That first big boss fight. Alright, I noticed these. In addition, that particular boss gave us some decent runes in comparison to some of the others that we fought. I think that's all that I saw. Oh, no, there's another one over here. Okay. Alright, we're going to go back down. And we're going to make a left at the bottom. So this area is great farming for the sheep, which provide the thin bones that you'll need for the creating of bone arrows of any kind, whether they're poison or otherwise. So this is a great place for you to remember. Oops. But they do roll around. There is also a set of catacombs right up there, I believe. The Tombsward Catacombs. And then this is the Tombsward Ruins. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because there are two enemies at the bottom, in the bottom of this, once you clear everything, that supposedly drop a short bow that is got a different skill on it than the longbow does. The longbow is going to be great for long distance and one-shotting, but if you're wanting to do like a bow-only run or a bow primary weapon run, then having a short bow is going to be important. And the one that's at the bottom of this particular set of ruins might be worth grabbing. So I'm just making mention of that. That's the Tombsward Ruins. Then next is, you can see the light right through there where that fire is. That's the Tombsward Cave. And in that cave, there is a valid medallion worth checking out. However, at the moment, we can only equip one medallion. So getting a second one isn't going to be of value because we're going to get our first good one in a little bit. Oh, there's a church up here. That is a mausoleum. They will allow... Each one of them is a little bit different. You have to get them down onto the ground. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but they will help you later in the game, potentially. I had completely forgotten about this church. Oh, this is the fourth church of America. Okay. Alright, so we'll go ahead and grab this. Another sacred tear. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up. I'm also going to allocate my flash charges and put 4-2. Considering how much I've been using Hoarfrost Stomp, I think that's going to be smart. Oh, and then let's level up a couple of times. So use those runes we just got from the boss. Okay, let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave that at 17, and I'm going to go to 12 on Mind. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, so there's a lot of farming down there on that beach. There's also another set of runes, and there's another merchant. Yeah, there's the ruins that I was talking about. Be very careful about that set of ruins. It's very tough to clear because that whole entire area is covered in poison. But the last point of Site of Grace is down here near the beach, right here at the shack. And this is, although very low yield, is a great place for farming. And you'll see why in a little bit. So the reason I said this particular Site of Grace is this merchant.
Well, there's been anything. How can I?
Has 3 stone sword keys at 2,000 apiece. So that's worth knowing about all by itself. He also sells the lantern, so you could have come here instead of Liurnia Lakes. If for whatever reason you don't want to use Hoarfrost Stomp, you can come here instead. He also sells the Lost Ashes of War, which is what you would use to duplicate a particular Ash of War with the blacksmith at the Round Table Hold. He also sells 5 Arteria leaves if you need to make some more exalted meats.
Have a safe trip.
From a farming perspective, there are items, usually runes, spread out here along the beach, and there are a lot of very slow-moving, let's just call them zombies. And they are in big groups. So with the Hoarfrost Stomp, that can make farming a little easier. I know there's at least one item out here to collect. And let's kill one of these guys to see. And, of course. Alright, yeah, they're only worth 36. But, see that group of them right there? That's a lot. And there's an item out there. You gotta love how they're just kind of grouping right there for me. Golden Rune 5, so it's worth coming down there just for that alone. Because that Golden Rune 5 is worth about 2,500, I think. I don't remember if there's anything else down here worth grabbing. Let's just take a quick look with the horse. make a quick beeline for the Deathbound Catacombs. No, nothing else down here. Okay. Let's head to the Deathbound Catacombs, and that'll wrap up this segment. Deathbound Catacombs can be found all the way up here, so we'll go to the War Master Shack. And it's right before the bridge that takes us to the most western side of Limgrave. Let me remove some of these points. Okay. Trying to remember the best way. I don't want to have to deal with that encampment. Yeah, it's this way. We can go up and over the encampment. So, the Deathbound Catacombs is over there against that wall. Oh, that wasn't good. That almost ended badly.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me. I'm stuck. Hello?
You might have seen this in some of the demo
Anyone?
videos, but make sure to get this guy out.
Oh, my stars. I'm so happy to see you. I am Alexander, also known as the Iron Fist. And as you can see, I'm stuck here. Please, can you help me out of this? My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good smack from the rear with something nice and big. And I'll pop clean out, I'm sure. Don't dally. No, there's no need to fret. I'm very well trained. Give it your all, Isaac.
And then talk to him and so on.
Oh, that.
And I'll not spoil it for you. He gives an exalted flesh.
Once again, I am beyond upon this. Doesn't the notions. I'm heading to Redmane. I've heard.
Yeah, he's a quest line that you definitely want to grab a hold of and make sure you run with. He's also one of my favorite NPCs in the game. Okay, so the Deathbound Catacombs are this way. But make sure to grab this first. And then... where are they again? Where's that statue? Statues... okay, it's up this way. Yep. So we go up here, and then it'll be up here on our left. Right here. Now, there's a couple of reasons for clearing this particular catacomb. It does have upgrade materials for your ashes, your summon ashes, such as your jellyfish. But the boss actually gives a talisman, as I mentioned earlier, I believe is extremely valuable. For the samurai in the early parts of the game. What do we got to level up? 2353? What's up, Pickle? Just so you know, I'm in the middle of recording. So, I wanted to make sure I said hello, but I am recording, so as soon as I'm done the segment, I can talk to you openly. Alright, so I need another... I think I've got I've got one of these. I'll use this real quick. Oh! Oh! Okay, never mind. I thought that was worth more than it was. Okay. I don't need to level up. I just figured I don't like going into catacombs like this. I don't like going in with a large amount of runes, especially at low levels like this. So, let's see. Alright, let's go ahead and put in a point into Dex. Alright, so we're at 1818 for Dex and Vigor. I talked about 2020. That would put us at level 22, 23. Alright. So these types of catacombs, you gotta find a switch to open up the boss door. Oh, lantern. Alright. This particular catacomb, you can end up getting surrounded by skeletons very easily. Did I... No. Isn't there a... Yeah. Yeah, so Grave Glovewort, that's considered a upgrade material. Oh, and skeletons are worth 62 apiece. Was not aware of that. That's actually very nice. It's worth more than I thought. I'm kind of running around the skeleton parts of this. Okay. And then down here. Extra Uchigatana if you want a two-hand. Certainly a viable playstyle. I have seen many people do it very successfully, and you end up getting twice as much bleed as you would. And there are some really cool skills or Ashes of War that work well with dual anything, but dual katanas is really interesting because of the bleed damage. Human bone shard. Oh, shit. Some of them don't come alive until after I flip the switch. Trying to take it slow so that I don't end up getting surrounded. Yeah, see there's two right there. Alright, let me go ahead and flip this. That opens that door that we saw. Where am I getting shot from? It must be up top. Alright, you know what? Let's leave him up there. Let's run back to the entrance. We'll sit at the site of grace, and then we will head into the boss fight. And for this boss fight, I'm going to start with the bow. And then I'll switch to the katana afterward. Yeah. Oh, that was bad spacing. I got away with one. I'm not even sure how I got that. So this is the talisman that I was talking about. I wanted to make sure that we got this. This is, I think, one of the best early talismans for basically anyone, but certainly a samurai to get, because what happens is you get health back for every critical hit. So every backstab, every time that you hit a bleed, a full bleed load. The very next hit after a full bleed load is going to be a critical hit. So that will feed you health. Great during boss fights. And we only have one talisman slot to equip. This is, I think, the best one to get. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is your talisman slot. The only other one we've gotten so far is the enhances roars and breath attacks, which if you're not using those, it doesn't really make any sense. Okay, that is the end of this particular segment. I am going to go over to here. And we'll start from here into the next segment where we will be getting the first major key item needed for access to the northern region of the map, as well as another golden seed to increase our flasks and clear out a couple of small areas before we try and make that first trip into the first big boss.